so let's get started. So let's get started with talking about QuizCom custom actions. What are QuizCom custom actions? QuizCom custom actions and custom actions in general allow you to easily implement a business scenario that includes a mixture of automated activities as well as human input to make SharePoint more friendly and more usable for everyone. So what does that mean? What does that mean in real life? So for example, we can display a customized button that, let's say we're in a help desk form. We can create a custom action that assign ticket to me that's only visible to certain support personnel that when they click on it, automatically they don't have to go edit the item and go through all the fields, find the assigned to, enter their name, change the status and so on. They simply click a button assigned to me, and that's it. Or when opening a new ticket, instead of having to go through all the fields, click a button and then only have the most relevant fields available to us. If a custom action can either be activated by a user click or even called by an URL, so we can create items, auto-populate fields, trigger workflow actions, even change stuff for multiple items. Uh, so let's go to the demo. I don't want to show too many slides. I really want to uh, do a lot of demos so you can see it in action. Just to give you a heads up, QuizCom Custom Actions is part of the QuizCom Forms Enterprise Edition. So if you have the QuizCom Forms Enterprise, you have QuizCom Custom Actions as well. And for this demo, we'll play with the full trust code solution, meaning that we'll play on a SharePoint 2013 environment. But there is also a SharePoint Online, so an Office 365 add-in available of custom actions. So whether you're on premises or on SharePoint Online, there is a custom action solution for you. So let me close the slides. Let me open it up here. You should all see a beautiful SharePoint team site by now. So let's start easy. Let me go to a list that I have here called IT Help Desk, and let me first show you what fields are available and what we have. So what do I have here? First of all, I have two tabs. We created this using QuizCom Forms. So I have a tab for the issue details and a tab for the resolution details. So on the issue details, I have a what is the problem. I have a reported by the person who opens the ticket. I have a I have the category hardware, software, or other. If I select hardware, it will show me the available hardware types. If I select software, it will show me the available software types, and so on. And under resolution details, I can select a closing date, an issue status, assigned to, resolution details, and so on. So this is only to give you a high level overview of the what the form out of the box looks like. So let's start simple. Let's simply create a custom action that it will it will send me it will create a new help desk ticket of type hardware. So I'll go into list over here and I have in my ribbon, I have a button for QuizCom custom action settings, and I have the option to either create a list custom action or an item custom action. What is the difference between the two? The list custom action allows me to, for example, create items in the list, so do custom actions at the list level. An item custom action allows me to create custom actions for a certain item. So, for example, a list custom action would be create a new ticket. An item custom action would be, hey, I'm in a ticket right now, assign this ticket to me or close this ticket. Since we want to create a new ticket, let me go to list custom actions and let's create a new one. So first of all, I simply have to enter a name for it, new, let's say hardware bug, click on add action, And here I can select the title. For example, I already have the title, new hardware bug. I can add a description. This description will be added as a tooltip whenever a user hovers over the custom action in the ribbon. So let's say this will create a new bug of type hardware. I have the confirmation message, let's say in case we modify something or we change something, we can tell the user to give us a confirmation. For example, are you sure you want to do this action before actually doing it? We have the action URL. So once we start using custom actions a lot, if we have maybe 5, 10 of them in our ribbon, we can add an icon for each one of them. This way, users can visually see which custom action does what without having to read the text. They're going to get used to the icon. I have the redirect on complete, and this allows me to, once the action is complete, redirect the user to a specific view, to a specific page, to the edit view of this item, and so on. But I will not use it for now. Again, we're going to start really basic, and then we're going to create more complicated custom actions a bit later. Awesome. Okay, let me just click on apply to make sure that the stuff I did till now is saved. I also can use this action as the default new item form. Something that you can do with QuizCom custom actions and you cannot do with SharePoint out of the box is have a different behavior for the new item form depending on who accesses it. So for example, you can say that when, let's say you're in a change request list. And you have two content types. You have a bug and you have a change request. You can say that if somebody is part of a PM, product manager group, whenever they when they click on the new item out of the box SharePoint button, it will be a change request. But when somebody from the support group clicks on the out of the box new item button, it will be a type bug. So really, QuizCam Custom Action allows you to customize the new item button, the out-of-the-box button, and add logic behind it. And again, we can also change the action visibility. Do I want to limit only a certain SharePoint group, AD group to view this custom action? Do I only want to show this custom action the when a certain column is something? Do I only want to make this custom action available in only some of the views, not all of the views? It really allows us to decide, make dynamic decisions, so it always makes sense. In my case, I want to create a new hardware bug, so I'll create a new list item. Excuse me. So what I will do in the column over here, I'll say the column, the what was the name? It was the category, and I'll make sure that the category is hardware. I will add this. Awesome. So whenever I create my new list item, the category will be hardware. Something else that I can do, it's something that I really love, is when you have those forms like this help desk ticket, it really has information about the issue details and about the resolution details. But it's not the kind of information that you have or care about, for example, when opening a ticket. When I go open a ticket, I don't really care about all the fields in the resolution details tab because if I knew the resolution details, I wouldn't be opening a ticket at all, right? So what I can do with QuizCom custom actions is really out of the available filters that I have, only show the issue details. So this way, when a user clicks my custom action, it will go on issue details and it will only display issue details. It will not show me the resolution details. Something Excuse me again. I have the cold in Montreal kind of took me by surprise the last few days, and I shouldn't have went out in a t-shirt, so have a bit of a cold. So something else that I can do with QuizCom custom actions and I cannot do with out-of-the-box SharePoint is really initiate the workflow with with business logic behind. Out-of-the-box SharePoint allows me to start a workflow whether an item is created, modified, or uh, manual. However, with QuizCom custom actions, I can maybe start a different workflow if it's a software bug or a hardware bug. I can start another workflow when the item is completed. An item with out of the box SharePoint, I'd have to start the workflow each time that that item is modified and then do logic in it. And I'd start the workflow maybe 20 times before it would actually be used. With QuizCom Custom Action, I can say only start the item ticket closed workflow when somebody clicks the ticket closed custom action, not every time the ticket is modified. In my case, I'm opening a new ticket, so I'll start the new help desk ticket workflow. Awesome. So let me click on apply to save it, and then let's review what we just did, and then we'll test it out. Awesome. So I'm creating a new custom action of named new hardware bug. The action description is this will create a new bug of type hardware. I will make it available to everyone. When somebody clicks this custom action, it will create a new list item. It will automatically set the category to hardware. Out of the two available field groups, issue details and resolution details, it will only show me the issue details, and it will start a new workflow, which is the new help desk ticket. Awesome. Now let's go to our list and test it out. Let me go to the IT help desk list. When I go in my ribbon, I will go to items over here. And as you see, I have my list actions here, and I have new hardware bug. When I hover over it, I see my description. This will create a new bug of type hardware. So let me click on it. Let's say I will enter something that mouse is not working. As you see again, I only see the issue details. Remember just a few minutes ago, I showed you the out of the box form. I had the issue details and the resolution details tab. We told it that when a user opens a bug, they don't need to look at that tab because it's not relevant to them. So they only see the issue details. I don't see the category anymore because my custom action already pre-populated the category field. So we already know it's a new hardware bug. So I don't need to have the category hardware or software anymore. I simply have to select the hardware type. So this is how QuizCom custom action really allows you to be more productive. It only shows you the information that you need to fill out to do your task and nothing more. You don't see all the useless information. So I have my mouse is now working, hardware type, desktop, laptop, details, like say my mouse stopped working. I will click on save, and then my help desk ticket will be created. So, and as you see again, here I have my new help desk ticket workflow. I have the workflow that automatically started, help desk notified of the new ticket. Awesome. So everything that we wanted it to do, it's done. And we only saw the fields and the information that we needed to do our task, which was to open a new hardware bug. Now, let's do something for the help desk. Once I'm in the ticket, let's create a custom action. Let's get a bit more advanced and create a custom action where help desk personnel can assign this ticket to themselves. So I'll go here, I will go into the QuizCom action settings, and because this time, whenever we work on a ticket, it's an actual list item. So instead of creating a list custom action, I'll create an item custom action. So I'm going into item custom actions over here. I'll add a new item action called assign to me. Oops, assign to me. Okay, let me add the action. The description will be assign this ticket to me. Okay. Something that I want to do is I told you that we will build up and use more features as we go. So I want to show you the redirect on complete. I will open this list again in a new tab, and you'll see I have a view here, cases assigned to me. This is only all the cases where the assigned to equals myself. So I want my help desk personnel, once they assign a ticket to themselves, to be automatically redirected to the cases assigned to me view. To redirect a user to a view, you simply enter the view name between square brackets. We call that a token. So you can, for example, redirect the users to a certain URL, to a view name, to the view item, to the edit item view, and so on. Awesome. Again, let me save it just to make sure that Sometimes I just click on the back button by accident when I try to switch tabs. So let me save it so we don't lose what we have. Now, action visibility. When do I want to display this action? Does it make sense to display an assigned to me custom action on a ticket that is already assigned to somebody or that is already closed? No. Also, does it make sense to display an assigned to me button to somebody who's a help desk, who's a simple user, is not part of the support group? No. So what we will do, first of all, we will limit this custom action so only members of the QuizLab support Active Directory group can see it. That's number one. Second, I can also add conditions directly from my item. So I'll say only show me this custom action when the issue status is new. Where is it? Here equals new. Because if it's assigned or closed, I don't want to have the assigned to me. I really want to only display it when I'm a part of the support group and the issue status is new. Awesome. Now what I want to do whenever this happens, when I click this, I want to edit this list item and I want to do two things. First of all, I can, for example, what I could do, I can even change the content type. But in my case, I want to keep the same content type, but I want to change the column assigned to and assign it to myself. Oops, let me add that. Awesome, so assigned to me. Me is again is another token that specifies the logged in user. And something else that I want to do, I want to change the issue status to assigned. Add. Awesome. Okay, so let me click on apply and then let's review what we just built and then we'll go to test it out. So I have an assigned to me custom action that the description is assign this ticket to me. It's only visible to members of the QuizLab support Active Directory group whenever the issue status equals new. So it will not be displayed when the issue status is assigned or the issue status is closed. Whenever we click this, so once it's visible, we click it, what it will do, it will change the assigned to field and add us. So it'll add, I mean us by us, I mean me, the person who clicked the button, and it will change the issue status to assigned. And after all this is done, it will redirect me to the cases assigned to me view. All this with a single button. So let's see how it all works. Let me click on OK. Everything will be saved, and I will go back to my IT help desk list over here. I will go into my item, and as you see, I do not see the custom action because I'm logged in as an administrator. So it's normal that I don't see it. I'm logged in here as a support one, so support one is part of the support members, so he should be able to see it. Let me go to IT help desk now. Now let me go in. My mouse is not working. Awesome. You see, I'm on the exact same item, the exact same view, but because I'm part of the support group, I have the assign to me ticket. So when I click on the assign ticket to me, what will happen is everything we told it to do. First of all, the issue status got changed to assigned. The assigned to ticket, the assigned to changed to myself, support one, and it redirected me to the cases assigned to me view. So again, this is how we make people love SharePoint a lot more. Give them those easy wins that instead of having to edit the item, change 25 fields, you can simply click a button and it will do all this for you. So I hope you found it awesome. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A. I will we have some people from QuizCom that are able to answer questions right away. And if some of them are really interesting, we'll also go over them at the end of the webinar. But please don't hesitate to ask questions or to say that this is awesome. I'll take compliments as well. Okay, so I have the ticket assigned to me. Now let's create another custom action, this time to close the ticket. So I'll go as an administrator because my support member cannot create custom actions. So I will go here as an administrator, go to my list again, go to QuizCom custom actions, and let's create a new item custom action. In my item action, let me create another one called close ticket, add the action, action description, closes the current ticket. Amazing. I will not redirect anywhere on complete. I will only make it visible again to certain users, so only make it visible to support, so the QuizLab support Active Directory group, but this time I will add a bit more conditions. For somebody to close the ticket, not only it needs to be in the assigned status, but it needs to be assigned to the currently logged in user. Because I don't want support people to just close tickets that are assigned to somebody else. So first of all, I will say that the assigned to is equal to me. So again, me is a token. Oops. Me is a token for the currently logged in user. So I need to be the assigned to needs to be equal to me, to the person that will click the button or that will see the button to be able to see it. And then the issue status needs to be assigned. Issue status equals assigned. I don't want people to be able to close tickets that are only oops, let me click on apply, that are only new or closed, because it doesn't make any sense. And I think I clicked on something too fast over here, so I have QuizLab support. I think I forgot to didn't click fully on something. Let me go again to assign to. Where is assign to? Assign to equals me. Okay, add. So conditions, issue status must be equals to, it was supposed to be assigned, so the mouse is playing tricks to me right now, so let me go again. Issue status equals assigned, add, and assigned to equals me. Awesome, now we have it. Okay, and I want to edit this list item. First of all, what do I want to edit? I want to change once I want to close ticket, I want to change the issue closing date to today. Today is another token that we can use. Oh, now I see what I did wrong. Instead of adding them in the conditions because the screen moved, I added them into the list items. So that's what I did wrong. My bad. I blame it on the cold. So that's why it was playing tricks on me. I added them twice. So as you see here, we have the conditions, and under here we have the change item content type. We have to change the item. So small mistakes I made. So let's try again. So it will only appear when assigned to equals me and the issue status equals assigned. And I will edit the list item. I will not change the assigned to equals to me because it's already assigned to me. I will change the issue status to today. Click on add. And then I will also change the issue status to closed because the ticket is now closed. And lastly, something else that I will do to make it even more user-friendly for my user is that under the available fill groups, I will only show them to fill the resolution details. I mean, when you close a ticket, you don't need to fill out anything about the issue details. You only need to fill out information about the resolution details. So we'll only show them this tab, those fields. And lastly, I will start my customer feedback workflow. Again, this is something that you cannot really do in out-of-the-box SharePoint. Start a certain workflow only when the ticket is closed. For example, because maybe it got changed 20 times before it was actually closed. So let's review what we just did. On my closed ticket here, and I think that okay, so yeah, I think I added all this information on assigned to me by default when the page, I had a small refresh and I didn't pay attention. So let me actually do it again. Condition when the issue status equal assigned. So I guess we're going to review it and do it twice. So this way, we're going to make sure that you remember it. So it will only show to QuizLab support people when the issue status is assigned and when the assigned to equals to me. Awesome. Add this one as well. We will edit the list item. We will keep the same content type. We will change the issue status to closed, and we will change the issue closing date to today. Let me spell it properly. Add it. And lastly, we will only show the resolution details field group and start the customer feedback workflow. So this is a good example to show you that if you want to create a custom action, it actually only takes about 30 seconds to create once you know what to do. Awesome. So now let me go to IT Help Desk. Let me go logged in as a support personnel so I can actually see that custom action. I will go to mouse not working over here. Okay, and I have my close ticket custom action that I can see because the ticket is assigned and it's assigned to support one, which is myself. I will click on close ticket. Okay, so again, I only see the resolution details because that's what we told the custom action to show us. Don't show us all the information about the ticket. The only information we actually need to enter is the resolution details. So show us that. Let's put it to changed user's mouse. Click on save, and that's it. If we go to our ticket, if we go look at our ticket afterwards, and let me actually go into the IT help desk list. You can see that the issue status is now closed as we wanted. The issue closing date is equal to today, and the customer feedback workflow has automatically started. Awesome. Okay. So this is another one that I wanted to show you, and we have about 10-15 minutes left. So let me show you another one that I really like. A QuizCom custom action also allows you to run custom actions on bulk items, so on multiple items. Let's say I'm in a task list and I have multiple tasks that my project manager did, and I want to assign them all to myself. If I want to do it manually, I'd have to go into every task, edit the item, enter my name here in assign to, and then click on save. And I'd have to do it for all the 15 tasks that I want to assign to myself. But we can make it a lot easier with QuizCom custom actions. Let me create an item custom action. Let me say assign to me. Awesome. Add the action. Put the description that assign those tasks to me. Okay, what this will do, it will edit the list item, and then it will change the assign to token me. So it will assign those tasks to the user that currently clicks the button. And something else that I want to do, I want to redirect the user to my tasks. On each SharePoint task list, there is actually a view called My Tasks, which is all the tasks that are assigned to me. Right now, it should be empty because I don't have anything actually assigned. So just wait for SharePoint to load. I'll copy the view name. I'll put it in the redirect on complete here between square brackets. So assign to me, assign this ticket to me. After it's done, redirect on complete to the view My Tasks, and change the assign to me. Awesome. Again, it only took, I think, less than a minute to create. Click on OK, go to the task list here. And now what I will do is I can select, for example, tasks 13 and 14. I'll go in tasks here and I have assigned to me. Whenever you apply a custom action to multiple items, you'll get an automatic confirmation message. It's like, hey, this will run the assign to me custom action on all the selected items and 2 items which I selected. Okay, yes, click on OK. It will show me a small progress bar. Of course, because we only have 2 items, it's going to be really fast, but it's really useful if we have maybe 30 of them. And as you see, it redirected me to the My Tasks view, and tasks 13 and 14 are now assigned to myself. So again, with only a click, I was able to assign multiple tasks to myself. So this is about it for the small stuff, for the few demos that I wanted to show you. I don't want to take too much of your time today. I hope that you found those really useful, and I think those small demos really show what QuizCom custom actions can do for you. Just to recap a few things, QuizCom custom actions is part of the QuizCom Forms Enterprise Edition. It's QuizCom Forms. For those of you who don't really know or never heard about QuizCom Forms, QuizCom Forms is a forms and mobile solution for SharePoint and Office 365, which is really designed for non-technical business users and allows them to create dynamic, intelligent forms. As you saw, all the stuff that I showed you today, it was really no code. It was really map some columns with some conditions, make it really easy for everybody, and we're able to create pretty advanced stuff.